What's up, everybody? Welcome to Untamed and Unhinged Reptile Podcast. Of course, we got my co-host, Arc Adventures, John, and our special guest co-host, House of Spook, Jessica.
Back around too.
Let's do it. All right. So, anything on US Arc updates?
I just got off, man. I don't know.
Nothing.
Sorry.
So, how was work today, everybody?
It was 200 degrees in the room today, but it was fun.
It's cold over here.
In Chicago?
It's so cold. It's like, honestly, Chicago has some bipolar weather. It was like 75 degrees the other day. I was like in some shorts and some chanclas. Literally next day, it like thunderstormed and it dropped to like 15 degrees. I'm like,
Or she said chunkless.
Oh, no, I was thinking the same thing.
Bro, but I haven't heard chunkless in forever. I say sandals now.
not me.
I say sandals. Go put on your sandals. And then my nephew would be like, my chanclas? All right, let's welcome from Perrys3xotics, Anthony and Amie. We're gonna bring them on now.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Hi.
What's going on, brother?
Not much. Dealing with a dog biting my
You know what? So go ahead and introduce yourselves, drop yourselves, where people can find you, go look for you, look you up.
Alright, so my name is Anthony and we started this back in 2020 startup. And we started with just two regular pythons, a pinstripe and a pastel that we were told now comes to find out the pastel was actually a male.
I'm Amy. Hello. But I think
Hi, Amy.
yeah, we started in 2021.
That's okay. Since y'all are arguing on dates already, what date did y'all meet?
We met in 10, 15. Okay. Separate dates,
Yeah.
We out, we've worked it all together, but in total we've been together for 4 years.
Awesome. So who introduced who into the reptiles first?
So I was in it a child grew up, but I didn't know if I wanted to get back into that lifestyle until I got met with her and she was talking about it too, and I didn't know that she liked snakes. So that's what originally started it. And I took my taxes that I ended up getting back in 2021 and spending them on snakes. And from there, it just evolved over time. And within about a year or two, we ended up 80.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, you got 80 snakes?
Not right now. We sold a lot of them, but
Sold
we
a
got
lot.
20, 40,
I mean, some of them are in the back.
about 60 now.
Wait, what do y'all work with?
I work with ball pythons and reticulated pythons.
And 2 hedgehogs.
And 2 hedgehogs.
So Chris, don't get mad. But he might be in the room. He might have a purple tiger. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Bro, the purple tiger you were supposed to give me?
I didn't say all that. I'm just saying.
Everybody saying hi, hello first. Let's go. Bosa. Mitzi. What's up, Mitzi? But what is your favorite morph to work with out of all the ball pythons?
So far, I've been working a little bit of everything. Right now, I'm trying to put Ultra Clown. And I have the Ultramol for it. I also have a Ultra Pin. And I'm hoping that he gets a little bigger so I can start bringing him. So I would have to say right now, my favorite would be the Clown.
Okay. And then
I'm stuck between pieds and albinos at the moment.
So you guys do your own projects then? Like you have like your own
Yeah.
interest?
Yes.
Okay, nice to know.
Like I do the Ultramols, the Clown, She does the blue-eyed Lucy's,
The pieds,
the pieds,
albinos, and
this-
bananas.
and bananas. Also the Super Mojave.
And Super Mojave. Forgot about that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like how y'all separate that. That's cool. I wish I could do that. Hey, never mind.
We've been doing this thing we started last year when we first got our very first clutch we ever laid out, which was a Pastel Banana Blade clown to a Firefly Gravel / Yellow Belly. And they came out so fantastic. They were just like, I can't get rid of them. So we just kept all of them.
Yeah, we kept the whole clutch.
So, my next question is, what is one thing these animals, done for you?
Oh,
Like,
man.
Working with snakes, working with retics, working, ball pythons. Like, what have they done for you? As you two being a couple.
So in the long run, they actually brought me and her closer together. Found out that we had more in common than what we originally thought.
Mm.
And once I got into this lifestyle again, I was like, man, I'm going to stay out of trouble. I'm going to focus on what I got to focus right, do right. And then when I worked for YU for a little bit, I basically pushed myself a little further out there to learning how to care for them better, teaching myself what the certain breeds are, what the morphs are, the supers, the dominants, and the visuals. And at that point, as soon as we got actually going up together them so much, it actually kept me and her separating and fighting. So that
I don't know why, but I feel like somebody's phone is breaking up here.
Let me try something real quick.
That's not you.
Is it ours?
Like, mute real quick, John.
Mute? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, talk.
Is it ours?
No. Did you mute, Jess?
Yeah, I'm muted right now.
Now talk again, Kurt. Yeah, it's Jess. It's the echo in her car. You have us on your speakers?
No, it's just on my phone. But
Oh, okay. Well, if you have questions, just ask. All right, John. You can unmute yourself.
Okay, so my question is going to be for Amy. I actually want to know, because I see it a lot when people are couples.
Mm-hmm.
When there's like obviously a guy and a girl, do you ever feel like any type of way? Because a lot of the times I've noticed that when it's a couple, the woman will be a little bit behind the scenes, or like when most people approach their booth, or in regards to like the snakes and morphs and things like that, they typically go to the male. How do you feel about that? How do you respond to that? Do you get that?
I do get that sometimes, but it's more of he does have more knowledge of ball pythons because he's actually did more studying than I did. Because at first I was switching to lizards. I did a chameleon once, which was a very fail. And then I had 3 beardies, which were my pairs, my breeding pairs, which I had to sell those as well because I work constantly and I wasn't able to give them the proper care they needed. But I can say I honestly understand them going to him about, the genetics or, how to properly take care of an animal, because I feel like he has a better point of view than I do and can actually explain it better than I could.
That's awesome. At least you knew, like, hey, I can't take care of these animals,
Yes, I do tell people, like, if I do go to sell them, what's my reason? And it's not that they're in bad condition. It's more of I don't want them to end that way.
Right.
So I try to do what's best for the animal.
And I think most of us have made that mistake too. I know I have, from owning a store to go not, and then I'd be overran because now I have, 20 balls at the house. And all of a sudden I had 200, and it's like, it's a little rough. It's not as easy.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are not responsible enough to make those kind of decisions. Some people just either dump them off at rescuers. Rescuers have it really bad right now. All the animals that they're seeing come in, they got the MVDs, stuff like that. It's just horrible. Like, I don't know. If you really can't take the animal, yeah, you should just like if you don't have time for it, you can't care for it. I think you should try to get rid of it as fast as you can before it gets in that conditions, or who knows? It probably already had the MBD. I don't think you know an animal should go through that. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
so
I get phone calls all the time. Like, we just took in a couple months ago a Aeromastics, because of not being taken care of properly, it just started having rot, and it had to lose a leg. And I mean, it's still a cool little animal, just because the parents wasn't watching the kid. They had like a little 5-year-old taking care of it, and I'm not saying not all 5-year-olds couldn't do it, but most won't. Um, so now, like somebody like me has to take it in, and I still get to use it for shows, and that's cool, but it's not as healthy as it should be because of lack of knowledge or responsibility, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
bro, I always get people like trying to give up animals too, and I always tell them like I'm not a rescue, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got friends like through through the bearded dragons all the way to leopard geckos, day geckos, whatever it may be. I can get information.
Yep.
Like, hey, how can I help this animal get to the health that it needs to be at? How do I get it to where it needs to be at? Stuff like that. So,
Yep.
I mean, I got a lot of people I can reach out to. And I'm about to get a spider, and I can reach out to anybody now.
I can't wait.
I'm getting a Tisadonia, bro. I promise you, I'm gonna get one. I don't know why. I just like the rare stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm terrified of tarantulas, bro. By the way, so
Well,
and I'm
she's
about to
bringing a
work with
bird
it,
eater, and I'm gonna hand it to you when we get there, when we get to Dallas.
bro. And we're supposed to have barbecue, aren't we?
That's
Yeah.
May 12th. Oh no! You're talking about something else. My bad.
It's in April.
It did, but Bad John here forgot it was. We're going out of town for a couple days for our anniversary. So
Hello,
I
Patty.
had to switch up.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, so what are some of your short-term goals and your long-term goals? Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Man, I'm hoping in 5 years. So, and overall, we have a plan that we want to actually. So Brian was one of our biggest inspirations growing up as a kid. Me and her didn't realize we both watched him growing up until we actually got together talking about it and started watching all his YouTube videos and everything that he's done, all the smiles and the people that he's always made happy. There are a whole bunch of people out there that I know as actual breed owners that aren't like that. They're usually trying to tell you, man, you got to do this or this, or you're from Texas, you can't be here, or a whole bunch of other stuff like that. Like you're beginning, and
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I want to save the dog.
It's an animal channel anyway, so that's cool.
Right? It's a reptile animal. So unless it's a reptile dog, you're good. I'm joking.
Or tarantulas.
Man, I have a little bit of everything. I got dogs, cats.
Oh, you're like Jessica then.
Got 100 rats, 2 tortoises.
Jessica has frogs, which I want to see her frogs, by the way.
I
What kind of
have
frog do you have?
everything, like too much.
What'd she say?
He was stuck.
Oh,
Jessica, what kind of frog do you have? I have a pixie frog. I love that guy to death.
Oh my god, it's probably huge then. So I have blue-eyed Australian white tree frogs, and then I have just regular white tree frogs, so like the dumpies. I have red-eyed tree frogs. What else do I have? I have a Pac-Man. Who doesn't have a Pac-Man that has frogs?
I don't have one on.
I don't have one either. Unless you want to send me one, that'd be nice of you.
I feel like everyone starts with Pac-Mans. What else?
I had one. Yeah.
I used to have a ton of Milkies, but I don't anymore. I feel like they're a little bit high maintenance, man. What else? That's it for frogs. I literally just brought home my blue eyes. Literally yesterday. So like right after we got off, I had to like put them in their own tank to just like kind of make sure that there was nothing wrong with them. So like instead of using substrate, paper towels. So kind of quarantine them for a little bit. Yeah, I love frogs too.
They're awesome. They are awesome.
And what kind of frogs do you have, Anthony?
Oh no, we don't have frogs. I wish.
Oh, I thought you said frogs.
I did too.
Dogs.
Dogs.
Oh, dogs.
Yeah.
Well, you made that D and F. My bad, brother. I was like, my bad. But I really do want a tree frog. I'm not gonna lie. I want a tree frog, and I've seen so many different color ones. Like, I want the rarest one, but you know, the rarest one's always the expensive one. So
Yeah.
and you can ask John. Like, when you come over here, it's all like the light albino stuff. I like recessive.
Mm-hmm.
So my favorite color is yellow, so that has to tell you something. I like that bright stuff.
Oh my god, I want an albino snapping turtle. That's like my next one. It's on my list.
that'd be.
Oh,
I
I
got
saw
one for
that.
you.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay, you the man to talk to then.
No, I got somebody. When I had a store, I sold it to a family member. They're looking for somebody to take one in. So if they still have it, when I go to Dallas, I'll just bring it for you.
So this is gonna be a tough question. I didn't ask Jessica because I didn't get to yesterday, but if she wants it, she can answer too. But the question is like, what separates you from everybody else? You know, what makes y'all Perrys3xotics? And what makes you House of Spoods?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
So
Yeah.
we're not really trying to be different than anybody else. We're more looking into making people happy. We're more into actually be able to help people afford the things that they can afford. Like I was telling you that one day when we first had that conversation between when I was a kid. I mean, your bananas back when I was a kid were $1,000. Now they're $500. And I'm not trying to break the bank on people. I'm actually trying to help people get the animal of their dreams, the things that they love. I'm more for it to see people happy and to teach them more about the danger that can be caused by these animals or the danger that you could cause to harm them. I'm here to help people learn how not to actually what's the word for it? I forgot the word for it was. But I want to help people understand these animals and not be terrified of them. Like, for instance, you're scared of spiders. And she's a spider. Yeah, she's a spider enthusiast. I'm going to say enthusiast because you seem really smart when it comes to that.
Oh. So
I have a feeling that she could teach us more than spiders than we know about, because me personally, I know nothing about spiders. I've always wanted one, but I am kind of terrified of them myself.
We'll change that.
But man, for me, it's just I want to see people have their dreams. That's what I want to see.
Agree. I like that.
Awesome.
Jessica, you want to answer that?
Yeah, I think for me, there's two answers, right? Because I see it from like being part of community answer, like with the vendors and everybody, and then I also see it from like a client perspective. Definitely think for me with the client perspective, I'm not like looking to be super huge. I mean, hopefully one day, right? But like that's ultimately not the goal for me. What I like is that like rapport I build with my clients. Like, so when someone comes and like gets their spider from me, like, and they become an arachnid keeper, right? Like I keep that relationship going. I get adoption updates all the time on like my spoods that are out there. Like I mentioned before, like I get a ton of kids, so like I get like updates from like their parents and like pictures from them. So definitely separates me where I want to build that relationship. Like for me, it's about educating, building that relationship, making them happy. And honestly, like I love pretty stuff. So like when I make my enclosures for them, like I mean, I'm all for it. You know, you get to have like a designer enclosure for your spood. Now for like the vendor community wise, I think what separates me, I kind of touched base on it this morning, you know, like I'm the first one to like shout someone out I think you're doing something cool. I believe in what you're saying. I believe in you. Like, I'm a nice person. I'm really quick to uplift everyone. So definitely what separates me as a vendor. I'm not looking to compete with nobody. I'm me, and I'm looking to lift everybody else up, grow this community, help someone out. I'm like the first one that would be like, that's cool. Like, have you ever looked into doing this? Like, and I'll start spitting out ideas to people that do the same thing as me, or people that even do different things than me, and be like, you should like look into this. Like, I have friends that like do all different stuff, right, in the vending community. So like different animals, things like that. So like, for example, like I have someone that I've met throughout the groups, and like I used to travel a bunch with a bunch of the guys. He does dragons, so his business name is Dragon Mafia. So he sells bearded dragons, and he displays them really nice. But I'm like, hey, like you should put some extra LED lights, like do a sign, like, you know, there's beardy balls. You can sell beardy balls with your bearded dragons, like different accessories. Like, you know, I'm always the first one to like kickstart and like throw ideas to the vendors. Like, you can also do this, you can also do this, and like kind of grow what you already have on your table. So I think that kind of is what separates me. Like, I'm big on like pushing ideas, helping everybody, and like just pushing everybody basically to like support them and like putting them out there. Like,
I like that.
Yeah.
I really do. And I want to say something for you as a couple. Like, since y'all are coming in as a couple, I want y'all to become like a badass power couple.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I want for you guys. Because I do see it happening. Y'all can, as a team, become power couple. So, because I've seen a lot of power couples, there's a bunch of them. I love them to death because like they actually work together. They do everything together, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I want to shout you guys out, like power couples. Y'all keep striding. Y'all keep going. Go up. All right, Anthony.
Sure.
Oh,
Because I know y'all gonna go one place, and that's up. I mean, I'm with the right people as well. So
exactly.
Yeah, John.
John's going up. He's a radio. He's like higher than me.
I'm trying. No, sir. Filth and rags, brother. Filth and rags.
So, do y'all ever like? I'm seeing your PVC racks and PVC cases. Y'all ever get stuff like, why do y'all keep your ball pythons in that instead of enclosures?
So right now, it's mainly the room
Mm-hmm.
that I'm having problems with. I'm trying to build more space for the enclosures, like the boas and the reticulated pythons, the tortoises. They're all in their own closures. But the balls, we just have so many. I don't have enough setups right now for all that. But I'm hoping eventually I'll be able to put my money into actually getting it all ready for that. As of all the adults, I have a lot of them breeding right now.
Bro, I'm gonna say this. Like, look, I work with PVC, and people will be like, "Well, why do you keep them in that?" Well, for now, that's what I can afford. You know,
Yep.
when I get more money and then start building, more, I want to build up like enclosures, of course. Like, who doesn't want to build a badass enclosure, like
Exactly.
Brian Barchak, or stuff like that? But that stuff costs money.
It does.
It does.
And then for me to like do something like that, I gotta be a millionaire. Somebody make me a millionaire, please.
Right. But I
You
know.
gotta get enough people sharing the lives so you can build money.
Yep.
Well,
But
share the live so I can build enclosures. I'll do whatever you guys want.
Oh, no.
And not only that, I'll give you all money. Get that enclosure. Hey, here you go, brother.
Yeah.
I'm not like greedy when it comes to like money. Like if somebody needs help, ask John. If somebody needs help, I'm gonna give my money. Or I even help somebody like when they were moving out of town or something. Can you watch my reptiles? John knows I took in the reptiles. He had a whole nother 50 reptiles, but I took them in.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hesitate. I was like, dude, I got you. I'll watch them till you get back on your feet. I'm here. You can come pick them up when you're ready.
I've done that for a few people.
Yeah.
But the thing about that, people say like the thing about doing things like that is you don't know what the reptiles have.
Yeah.
No.
But I just kept them on one side of the room, and mine's on the other side. I didn't mix them.
We had a bad case of mites just because we took in trying to help people out. Man, that took forever. Ever.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate mites, and I've never had mites, thank God. So like when I go to a show and I come home, I wash, I bathe myself, I
Yep.
wash my clothes. I don't even enter my snake room till the next day. I don't. And if I have an animal, I have a tank out there that I keep separate from them.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, it's in my like personal room, like so I can watch it, make sure it's okay until I can put it in the tub, obviously, because that's where it's gonna go.
Right.
So, yeah, 100% couple goals. Yeah, all right, couple goals.
Like I know
Makes
eventually.
me sad. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Anthony.
Eventually, our one of our biggest dreams that we're hoping that we could actually do is be the first people to actually bring a terrarium to the state of Texas with Waco.
Yep.
Like
Oh,
Waco's growing, dude. Waco is blowing up right now.
so do it, bro. Start making podcasts. Start doing YouTube. Start doing channels. Start doing like vlogs, like Brian Barchat.
Yeah.
You know, do it. Make it happen. Anything's reachable if you can just put your mind to it and just start doing it.
oh yeah,
Like of course, you're gonna get attacked, but I mean, who doesn't get attacked?
right.
All you gotta do is just brush that shit off and keep going.
That's
And the
another.
days you feel like you're defeated, you got to keep pushing. Because there's days you're gonna feel like this is
I'm gonna
pointless.
tell you what. If you sit in your room and you feel defeated and you're just moping around, like, damn, I wish I could have done that yesterday. But
Right.
did it get done? No, because you were there crying, moping around.
Yep.
I know for some people it's depression. It's hard, you know. But I have PTSD. I still push past that shit.
Yep.
Everybody's different, bro. I'm not saying we're all the same, but everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everybody is.
But you also should. Most people, I do anyway, have those days where you don't want to get out of bed. And it sucks. Everything just feel like it's crumbling. I have people I can call, even if I don't want to. I have to force myself to call them and get past that point. So, uh-oh.
Spotlight.
She's like, "Why did you do that?" I was just trying to see what you're eating. What is it?
Snickers.
Oh, I thought it was like a Lucas candy or something.
No. So
That was rude,
I
man.
got a
That was
snack
rude.
pack sent to me the other day, and it was like this big like pack of like all my favorite chocolates, my favorite chips, and like coffee. So I put them all in my bag.
I got like I don't know why, but every time after I work out, I always have to eat sugar, always. And everybody's like, that's bad for you. But I was like, yeah, but did you know sugar's an active ingredient to make you go to the bathroom? But I don't know why. It just always had the sugar. And I swear to God, I'm not diabetic, but I eat a lot of sugar like I was diabetic. Or I could be diabetic, not was, sorry.
I'm having my lunch. This is like my first meal of the day.
Man, you know what I ate today? A taco. And I had stopped eating tacos for the flour tortilla because I'm trying to go on the diet because I'm too fat.
Man, shut up.
John. That hurt, John.
My
Joking.
bad. My bad.
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
I figure there's layers to you, man. My bad.
Yeah, there's layers. There's a bunch of layers. Sadly.
Oh man.
But okay, so Anthony and Amy, what made y'all choose ball pythons?
So, man.
And not any like why not breed it? Like, I don't know, viper boas or something else.
So the thing with pythons came to me when I was about 16 years old. I had one, and I fell in love with how sweet it was because I didn't have no aggression towards it at all. It didn't want to bite me. It showed nothing but affection. And I know a lot of people will sit there and tell you that snakes don't have emotion, but if you really actually pay attention to them, they do. Because I had a female boa, and she was, I think, 9 feet, and I watched her give birth, and I watched the love that she actually had for her youngs, because she didn't want me to pull them out at all. Oh, she did not want that. She actually pushed them into a ball all together. That way she could protect them. So when people sit there and say snakes don't have emotion, I completely disagree with that.
I do too, because it's actually been scientifically proven. I actually posted that on TikTok that reptiles can't, feel when that they're loved, or when you're not trying to hurt them and stuff like that. It's literally on my TikTok wall. I stopped posting on Instagram for a while because I disappeared from Instagram for a little bit. You can ask John. It was like 6 months, I think.
Yeah, I remember hitting up. Where'd you go, man? Where you at?
So, and I came back. Like I said, I came back. A lot of people reaching out, like, don't leave the podcast. Keep doing what you're doing. You make an impact. You're a pillar in the community / hobby.
Yeah.
A lot of good things. Just a lot of feedback, but also the negative feedback too. Like, what are you doing here? Like, what do you do for the hobby and stuff like that? So
Chris is a powerhouse, more than people realize.
yeah, because like I market myself, bro. Like I said, I came in ass backwards into the hobby. At least that's what they say, ass backwards. I branded myself. I branded myself before I produced the snake. So when I produced the snake, it was easy for me to sell a snake.
Yeah.
I was literally telling
people
him
are
before we jumped on about your box full of stickers and all that. How it was just tons and tons and tons of all your merch.
We watch Jason's Exotics a lot. Do y'all know him?
On TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Jason Exotic's Cold-Blooded something, right?
Yeah, we watch his
I know who he is.
And a lot of the marketing that he was talking about, he's like, man, make yourself known before you actually get into it, because if you get into it, you breed the $6,000 to a $10,000 snake, you're just gonna be stuck with it because nobody's gonna know who you are, and they're not gonna want to buy that because they can't trust you. They don't know anything about you as a person. And I can agree with a lot of the things he said, because I've seen a lot of people come up in this industry and immediately drop out of this industry because nobody knows about them. It's just, you got to put yourself out there, man.
So how did you do that, Jess? How did you make yourself known?
Honestly, so going to the expos, I go to the expos all the time, even if I'm like not vending. I still go to the expos. Like I travel out of state for the expos, and I'm like the first person to go and like approach somebody, and like I'll literally have a conversation with anyone. Like I mean, like I'm keeping it real. Like anyone that knows me will be like, "Oh, how'd you start talking to Jess?" But like, she literally came up to me and started talking to me about it or whatever was at my table, and we like hit it off. Like, I mean, I think I'm like pretty easygoing to talk to. But yeah, literally just going to the expos all the time, even if I'm not vending. I mean, I'm telling you, even when I vend, like I had to like tie myself down in my booth because I'm like trying to run out and go look at all the animals. So I literally just go to the expos and the shows all the time and network and, like just be part of the community. Like you'd be surprised. So many people are like ready to talk and like hang out and like network you. And like, I mean, I've built like a really good family, like reptile family, like, within the community. Like I have a ton of like people that I talk to and like friends, and it works out, right? Cause like I'm a woman in the industry, and I do my booth alone always. So having my family with me and like my brothers with me, like my reptile brothers, like, I've had a best friend. His name is Jesse. He owns Midnight Creatures. And he does spiders too. And like a lot of these shows, he's like helped me out, like helped me even like bring my stuff in from my truck, like looked out for me while I'm there. Like I mentioned yesterday with like Bob, Vu from Bob's Balls, like they're the first ones to be like, yo, did you eat today? Nah, like we'll bring you food. They'll like bring me food. I mean, Troy's done that from Best Dressed Balls for me, like him and his son. They're at the booth next to me, never even met me, and then they introduce themselves and they're like, well, you haven't left your booth all day, like did you like eat? And like literally just like bring some, like it's a really good community, and it's important to like build your family within that community, like even okay, Redline Shipping, Robin is one of the owners, right? Robin has really helped motivate me and push me into like doing things that I normally wouldn't do, like this red line project that they're doing with the patches. I was kind of I knew I wanted to do the patches. He pushed me to do my logos. He gave me some like different ideas. And initially, like, I placed a small order for patches, and he's like, "Why are you placing such a small order?" And I'm like, "Cause I don't know. Like, I'm still fairly new. Like," he's like, "You're crazy." He's like, "People talk about you all the time. Like, they're gonna go like this. Trust me." He's like, "Don't sell yourself short." You know, like, so you build these relationships and you have these families within the community, and you'll always see me with like certain people, and like, yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, you definitely build a family, and I definitely have like a reptile family around me that helps me and looks out for me, helps me unload, even like load after, or like if we're all going out after these shows and hanging out, they make sure that I'm safe, you know, and I'm getting back to home or my room safe. Like I mean, it is important. Like, you know, I touch base on the woman thing a lot, just because, you know, you got to look out for each other and you got to be safe.
Yeah.
And that's actually my next question, Stan. Thank you. I was gonna ask Perry and Anthony. I keep calling you by your last name. I'm sorry, brother. Anthony and Amy. What is y'all's take on U.S. art?
So I've actually caught into U.S. Arc once everything started falling apart with Florida, and we watched a few of the. I don't know if it was the wildlife or what it was, but they accidentally put down the boa instead of the Burmese. So I'm hoping that the Arc, because I know it's here to protect our rights as reptile owners in the reptile community. And also another thing that I wish that would happen in the reptile community is we would stop going against each other and actually come together, because a lot of the reptile owners out there are dissing other reptile owners for no reason. Like, why would we do this to ourselves when we could be helping another person that's in this family with us besides going against them? So I'm hoping that the Arc will actually help pull us together even closer than what we are now.
What's up, Mike? That's another guy right there. That's a big guy. I can't wait to bring him on. He's actually worked with what's that girl's name? The one where her husband died. She fed off to the line or something.
Oh no!
Oh, Tiger King.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, he's worked with them. So,
And he survived.
dude, I know. I've been texting you. Sorry. So, I'm gonna flip flop back here. I'm gonna flip flop back and forth right now because when she said you gotta invest in yourself or time, I invest in myself. Like, if I could show you this whole room, like I had that made up there for my dad before he passed away. So look over there. You see that?
No.
Just right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was made for my dad, and then he passed away. And then I got this whole sign. Well, let me just show you. So I got that whole sign there. Got that clock there. Rack there behind me. And we got a rack over there. My other sign up there. So my boys' pictures over there. I got a whole board full of magnets over there. And then, of course, I got this sticker wall behind me.
Yeah, I like the sticker wall. Sticker wall is nice.
I got to do another one, man. I miss having all the stickers up.
But invest in yourself. Literally, invest in yourself, because nobody's gonna invest in you until you show them you can invest in yourself. Honestly, that's all I've done. Like I got so much merch out there. It's not even funny. John can tell you. I got like women clothing, women underwear, you name it, swimsuits, bikinis. I got everything out there. Cups, tattoos. I tattooed myself. I got my sponsors tattooed on me. See, here's my logo right here. I forget, it's left to right on YouTube. And then over here, I got my sponsors, C&B Reptiles, Ship Your Reptiles.
That's awesome.
So, and they actually paid for them to get tattooed on me.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
They sent me the money, and I went and got them tattooed. Yeah, exactly. We need more members in USARC for sure. yes, if anybody out there watching this, if you're not in US Art, yes, go be part of US Art. Go
Join.
donate.
Yep.
Go help them. Go join. We need numbers, and it's also to protect, like, they help with your animals, like help you keep your animals. And like Mike says here, you're only worth what you have and are willing to work for. And and I'm gonna tell you what, every day Mike, like John texts me every day, Mike texts me every day, and he's always telling me, getting on my ass. Let me just say that, because some days I'll be like, dude, I want to give up, and he always tells me like, dude, you're worth, like right there, you're only worth what you do, or what you're willing to do in this community. And he's telling me every day, like, with those ball pythons, why not? Because I still have ball pythons. I'm trying to get out of the ball python project, and I want to get into more retics. So he's like, why not sell the ball pythons or do a trade for retics? Somebody who wants to work with ball pythons. I don't know what happened to her phone. I hope she comes back. Maybe she's texting. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
She'll come back probably. And then we got, of course, there's 2 shipping companies out there, Redline and Ship Your Reptiles. I'm not affiliated with Redline. I don't know the guy like Jessica does. Where is she?
I got a call.
There she is.
You got a call?
Yeah, I had to decline it and then it took me out.
Oh, you're fine. But yes, just invest in yourself. Get your name out there first, like I did. I got my name out there first and made people easy, like, to trust, for them to trust me. And they saw who I was at first. Like, I wasn't trying to throw a snake on them. He said, "How rude! Who calls you on the live?" But
Right.
I
I
mean,
kept hitting decline and they keep calling. I'm like, stop. Like,
That's the new app we need. It's an app you turn on. You can't take calls when you're on live.
right when you're on live. All right, John, you have a question?
Where do you see the industry, and what morph you think is going to be the next big morph that everybody's going to in the next like 3 or 4 years? I don't know if you want to talk about it, because I know the situation, but I know you have a world's first sitting in your room right across the room from you. And do you think something like that's going to be the new big thing, or you think it's going to be clown or pied, or where do you see, what's the next big morph for the next 3 or 4 years that everybody's going to be after?
Man, I'm hoping Exanic will be one of them, honestly, because I see a lot of Exanic projects because a lot of people are still trying to make the Stormtrooper. And I'm hoping that people will start, because I have a VIP Exanic myself I got from John. Yeah. And so I'm planning on trying to put that into a clown and try to make clown pied Exanics.
You got my Zentic?
I did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, I feel dumb now.
But yeah, man, I'm hoping Exanic will be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
My story in retics. I had to get out from under them. Health wise, I had to go back to balls. Clown and pies are my thing now, and sticks. And much as I miss having a big wow factor, it's fun to go back to something I still can work with and I still have around. I have a couple. Wait, no, that's not what I thought it was. Sorry. But yeah, I might be hitting you up for that Zentic again.
It's gorgeous, man. I've always wanted one.
Bro, I got her when she was like only 5 grams.
Oh man.
Yeah, she was super tiny, dude. Like super, super tiny.
Is that a Brazilian rainbow?
Yeah, the Brazilian rainbow boa.
Yep.
I want an albino, of course. I want an albino Colombian rainbow boa, but well,
Chris,
thank you for being here. We love them too. I'm sorry, what, John?
I'm here to. I got a question for you.
I don't know. I'll see if I can answer it. Let me check with my secretary. Can I answer a question? No, I'm joking. Go ahead, bro.
What do you think we're coming home with when we go to Dallas?
A tree frog for me.
Yeah.
I'm back. Got this.
I want to get
Definitely a
another
frog.
dwarf caiman. Either another mullet crocodile or a dwarf caiman.
What is Jessica going home with?
Maybe a boyfriend. No.
Oh, she said it, guys, here on the live.
I'm single.
Dude, all I know is that, oh, I'm supposed to get Reptile Cruise tattooed on me. He's like, dude, I'm going to send you the money to get it tattooed. And everybody's like, oh, that means they own you now. I was like, I don't care. I love ink.
Yeah.
I didn't spend so much money getting tattoos removed in these last couple of years.
Like,
for the field that I'm going into, I can't really have a lot of tattoos. So we've been working on one to get rid of, but it's a lot more expensive to get rid of than it was to get it. But if I ever could get back into like tattoos, I don't want a giant retic all the way down my left arm. I'm a big retic fan, and I know I can't have them anymore, but they're still my love. So,
why can't you have them?
I've never seen them until like recently. Who was it that showed me them? Bigger and better reptiles.
Hi.
They have a ton, and they have blood.
man, that's not fair. That's not fair. My bad, Jessica. My bad, Jessica.
Hold on, I'm going to put this snake up.
That was one of mine at one time. You did me dirty, man. That's wrong.
Hey, I wouldn't have her if it wasn't for you, man.
She always had a great temperament, demeanor.
Wonderful temperament, and that's only because of the way you raised her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excuses. I'm a control engineer for a huge company, and I'm tatted up.
But your question was, why can I not have them anymore? Between all the years of dirt bike racing, motorcycles, the Harleys, the sport bikes, apparently did something growing up, and my right hip ball joint is deteriorating much faster than the left. So every time I'd pick up any of the big rolls that I have, I'd be down for a week or two, not be able to move. And that was, the bikes had to go and the big snakes had to go. And so, yeah, my two favorite passions. So now we're back to ball pythons. We're going to grow that passion back. So,
is that hard for you?
Yeah. Especially when you invest thousands and thousands to get where you want to be, and then it's all gone. And, under one little decision. But, I'd rather be here and then not be here, I guess. So, I do what I had to do. And I got friends that took over my great stuff for me. So she's got.
Oh, you already know it, bro. You know what I like? Because when she asked me yesterday, am I like Latino? And I said, yeah. Is that when the women come up to me and they look at my eyes and like, your eyes are blue? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't believe it forever. They were real.
Silver. My eyes are silver. Not blue, silver.
But yeah, man, this right here is one of my favorite animals of all times. I swear, she is so sweet and gentle.
Bro, I see. That's exactly what I want right there. Are you looking for a bog python for trade? Let me see.
I got one more. I got to find a good home for her because she's too much for me now, and she's not meant for the faint of heart. She's not trusting of anybody. She was a breeder when I got her. They didn't really handle her right, so she does not care who you are or who you think you are. She's going to show you who's boss, and I got to find a home for her because I'm not doing her justice. And
is that the one you were telling about that she strikes every time you walk by?
She doesn't do it to me so much anymore. We kind of got somewhat of an understanding, but she hates my wife, dude. She hates my wife. Every time my wife goes by the window, man, my kids can walk by her cage, nothing. But as soon as my wife does, it's like she's breaking the glass. Just bam.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not gonna even lie. Some reptiles be like that though. Like I hate that person.
Yeah.
But I feel like we strayed
But I
off a
love
little
her.
bit.
My bad.
No, you're good, bro. Go ahead, talk. Go ahead, talk. Because I had this question, I lost it.
No. What is one species that, if you had all the money in the world to spend on right now, and you could only buy one, what would it be?
I know for her, it'd probably be a monkey.
It would have to be a spider monkey because I want to name it a boo. Okay.
But why? Don't they throw poop at you?
That's the fun part. You're playing dodgeball every day. I'm just saying.
Bro,
Yeah.
I swear to God, if a monkey throw poop at me, we fight. Be like, you better put him up. I'm joking.
We babysitted one for about a day or two. It was a whole day at the shop, and it was fun.
See?
My kids loved it.
See, Michael says monkey suck.
Yeah, I know for me, I want a black dragon.
That's mine, right there.
A black dragon?
Yeah.
I want a Gila monster. Or a beard, or what is it? The bearded lizard?
Yeah.
They're the same, just different. One's Mexican, one's not.
One's got silver eyes.
Oh, man. See, Mike owns big cats, and all we know that animals are cool and are not. Oh, we know what animals are cool and not. And are not.
What I do miss though, Chris, we had a guy that rented property from my, you say father figure / landlord. He owned a big old chunk of land and a couple hours away from here, and the guy raised tigers. And
that's what Mike does.
There. Oh, for real?
Yeah, nice. That's why he says he owns big cats.
Okay. Yeah, it was fun to go there and help feed occasionally because it was all right there by their business of like sandblasting. They had like a whole kind of like a tiger zoo in the back, so it was fun.
I would love to work with the tiger because I always see on TikTok this dude that just runs up to his tiger and it just flies at him. But he's not hurting him
too. But it won't be a good thing though. It'd be trying to eat me.
Look, he says we have an all white male and an orange female.
That's nice.
Hey, Mike, can I see pictures?
Can we take pictures with it? That's
yeah, can we take pictures? Can I ride it?
Right.
I'm waiting for an answer like he's going to answer. All right. Anthony, I'm going to ask you another question. What's the most exciting part of your journey dealing with your reptiles? What was the most exciting part for you?
Most exciting part for me was to actually be able to spend time with these animals and get to learn a lot more about them than what I already did. Like I've grown so much attached to every animal that I own because each one of them has a different personality. I have one that's a spicy noodle, and she does not like to be messed with. So I started learning a lot about them because, man, these really are amazing creatures, and I really think they're misunderstood in a lot of ways because the love that these things could actually show that people just don't really pay attention to is overlooked.
Agreed. Amy?
I have to agree. I feel like it's pretty much a mindset when it comes to fear for the snakes because you see it as, oh, it's dangerous or it could hurt me. I feel like it's more of the strike that scares people. It's not even the bite itself. I mean, depends on what size animal you're working with on, how bad it hurts.
Okay. All right, guys.
A funny story about that is I used to have a Burmese, and she was 9 foot, 10 foot long, and about that big around. Mm-hmm. So one day, I was just in there cleaning her tank, and I wasn't paying attention to the way she was acting that day. And she grabbed my hand and completely wrapped around my arm. And I'm just laughing. And she's like, "Why are you laughing?" I said, "Get the camera and take a picture."
Jess, do you have to go back? Oh, okay. It looked like you were looking around like, shit, I have to go already. You have any questions?
I'm trying to think if I have any questions.
I know. I feel like my questions are not good enough, up
They're
to par.
definitely good.
No, I'm joking.
Your question.
So, do you guys vend at shows?
I have yet to go to a show due to working so much, but I would love to. I've been trying to be able to actually go to them, and it's hard with the schedule that I run. I literally work 15 hours every 2 weeks.
Well, my phone's gonna die, guys. Hold on.
So, if you could vend any show, what would your dream show be to vend at?
Oh man, that's a good question. Would you say?
Mm, could matter be just to be able to enjoy the experience, honestly.
The only problem is I would come home broke, so broke.
Be trading it off for something else.
Right.
Well, Mike. Well, I wish you sent them earlier because I had to download them and then I can show them. So I can't show them right now because I have to go and save them. But if I go out, then it kicks me out, and then he has to end the live, or he can't. It'll just continue to play. That's the only bad thing about StreamYard. All right, and John, any questions?
For me?
Yeah.
No, I guess the only thing I would say is the do it as a couple is exciting. It's fun, but you got to make sure it doesn't get too overwhelming where it hurts y'all. Because I've been on that end too, where me and my wife were right beside each other, and I was starting to put the business over everything. And because as an owner, you're the fault if it fails. It's it's you. And so don't let it tear y'all apart. Don't because it's rough when when it starts to separate you. If I'm not saying like separate y'all as a couple, but like put a little like strife between y'all. So when those times come, just keep your head up and remember y'all are fighting together and fighting for the community and fighting for the love of animals. And yeah, it might seem hard and dark right now at that point in time, but tomorrow's going to be a brighter day, and there's going to be somebody watching y'all struggle through that and learning from y'all too at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, that was well said, sir. That was really well said. I love that. But my last question is before we get out of here, and I want you to leave. When we leave together, I want you to say something positive. So my last question is, if you could change one thing in this hobby / industry, what would it be and why?
If I could change anything in this hobby, it would be the hate of the other breeders hating other breeders. Like I said, and it's a family thing. We should all just come together instead of being against each other and help one another. Like I get that everybody has to make their money on different parts of it, but it shouldn't just be about the money in general. It should be about family too.
Yes.
It should be about the love for these animals, the way that we love being around them, the way that we love breeding them to see the next generation that comes out and how beautiful they'll be.
Awesome.
I agree.
It's going to be the same for you?
Yes, it would.
I agree. I mean, I like answering that because everybody answers that differently.
Yeah.
I didn't get that just yesterday, but I'm pretty sure Justin would have said the same.
100%. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be at Tinley, so I'll probably see you there. I'm vending. I'm right at the entrance, and I'm setting up the NARBC lounge, reptile lounge on Thursday for the new opening of it.
And
Awesome.
I didn't hear that last part. What was that, Jess?
I'm setting up NARBC's new reptile lounge on Thursday. I got hired to do it, so I'll be there a day early before everyone else is set up.
And would you agree with Anthony and Amie on what is one thing they could change in the hobby, or you got something different?
No, for sure. I mean, that definitely is like a big thing for me. I think like sometimes at shows too, I'd probably change the fact that I think everyone has a little bit of an education center and in the expos, but I think it would be cool to see maybe some expos have some of the vendors go up and kind of demonstrate during the show like their animals and talk a little bit about it, and kind of showcases the vendors and the animals. Especially like somewhere like Tinley, like I mean, we got people that fly in out of the country for that show, you know, and, like we get some of the coolest animals at Tinley. Like we get all the black dragons, like we get everything at Tinley. So,
I've never been, and I'm planning on going, but I probably won't go till October.
I'll be there.
Well, because you live there.
Yeah, honestly though, getting into Tinley, that's like it's so hard. That waiting list is like 5 years long. Like it's if you get
I
into
heard
Tinley,
that.
yeah, like so once you get in, you don't give up your table.
Yeah, but it's the same in Dallas. I heard too. Dallas, it's a 5-year wait as well.
Yep, I'm doing Dallas too. So I do all the NARBC shows. It's like definitely the one show that I will always vend and attend.
Bro, I love Mike, man. I love him. Now that's a brother too. He's another one of my good friends. Like he's my best friend probably. Besides John.
Hey, I'm driving a long time to get to Dallas, NARBC, so I feel you on that one.
Wait, how many hours is it from you?
I think honestly, I'm gonna have to say that like Dallas for me is probably gonna be like anywhere from 12 to 14 hours.
You say 14 or 40?
12 to 14.
Oh, I was like, damn.
Yeah, I mean that's a drive. It's just me.
Sounds like they need a bigger venue. Yeah. Isn't Tinley like the biggest right now? And right?
Yeah, Tinley's huge and it's so packed, and like I mean the lines are out the door. Like the energy from Tinley is just like no
I heard it's
other.
different. Yeah, it's completely different. They say it's like Pomona.
Literally, like I'm telling you, like it's the mecca of all shows. Like the energy is completely different. The next one that I'd have to say would be the Texas one. Like it was in Arlington before, but they just moved it to Dallas. So yeah.
Mike, I love you, bro. All right, guys. We're ready to hit an hour. Damn, that went by quick too.
Yeah,
You did.
But I'm gonna bring y'all back, of course, for part 2 or a special guest co-host, you know, to help with the next pod. And we're actually just you want to make the announcement or what?
Nah, I'm gonna let you handle that.
So when we bring back Women's Life, me and Jess are gonna do that together.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna bring back Women's Podcast. It's gonna be all women's podcast, but I'm just gonna be there. She's gonna run. I'm gonna like let her run it, do the questions. So I'm just gonna be there, supervise.
Be definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like.
He's gone.
She's gonna be like, "Where you at?" I'm right here. Just it says it's 12 from Dallas to Tinley.
Yeah, it's gonna be a drive, man. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it.
Oh, okay. Oh shit, I didn't know that, Mike. Y'all are having a baby? What the hell are you talking about, bro?
Who's having a baby?
Well, before we leave, I want you to leave a positive note for everybody. What's your positive message?
The positive message I would have for everybody is don't let your dreams die. Not only dreams, but also remember that every day, if you can make one person smile, that should be good enough for a reason to actually keep pushing on through everything.
So what if you make that person laugh? Even better, right?
Even better.
Look, you
I
made
love
Chris
that.
laugh.
Yeah, you made me laugh, dude. We're going up. That's all I gotta say is we're going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said y'all had a surprise. Oh wow. Wow, Mike. Think he's talking about you too, Chris.
I haven't met Chris in person yet, unless we're Virgin Mary.
I'm fat. I'm fat.
Chris
I'm
is good,
completely
man.
fat, overweight. I have no muscle on me. I just picked up the name. That's John, right, John?
I have no idea what is being talked about at this point.
No, she said she hasn't met me in person. I said I'm fat. I'm just fat.
No, sir, you're muscle. That's all you are, muscle.
Lying. He's flattering me. But on that, guys, I just want to say, sorry, my microphone's like hitting my head because it's up here.
I would hope so. It's hitting your head, buddy.
I just want to say, like, and so my friend, I just want to say this before we go to, because my friend ended up killing himself because he had nobody to talk to, or like one phone call could have saved his life. Like, hey, bro, how you doing? Or just talking, just like going, telling him, like, dude, you got this. I'm here for you. Like, just make sure you check on your friends.
Yep.
Check on the people you hang out with. Check on the close ones that you love on. Go around and check on everybody. Just be like, hey, are you doing okay? How you doing today? That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, because the way his wife said that he died, it was like he was playing with his gun. He didn't mean to kill himself, but when he threw it up in the air or something, and it shot him like right here. And he was like one of my best friends. He actually drove down from New Braunfels just to work out with me every day. Like, so we had that connection, dude. And what I'm going to say is, like, just lift each other up, man. Somebody out there that needs uplifting, lift them up. Just be like, hey, how you doing today? Make them laugh. Like, oh, I made you laugh. That's what I do. I'd be like, ah, you smiled. No, you didn't. But all that goes a long way. Believe it or not, it all does.
Hey,
So I play. Go ahead, brother.
Out of this is the longest I've ever seen her hold a retic.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, so, I mean, there's not much point. I'm in a knot.
Another thing too, yeah, fuck cancer. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. My dad passed away with COVID, and then my dad's dad passed away with pancreas cancer. So yeah, cancer sucks.
It does.
And like when I talk to people, I tell them, like, it's hard for me to let people in because I'm tired of losing people, especially good people like you talk to, you turn to, and you talk to every day. It's just hard. So I tend to, like, I have good people around me, but I tend to push them away sometimes. And I have to sit back and be like, hey, you're just trying to talk to me. I get you. I'm sorry. Like the question I brought up yesterday about the trauma wasn't towards you guys, you, Jess, or John. So I want to apologize to you guys for that. Like, it wasn't like that. I love you guys, and I appreciate y'all being here. I love you too, Lois Kriller. Thank you for always inspiring me to be a better person. Always. It's your face. That's why we laugh at you. I'm trying to be serious, bro. I'm joking.
How rude.
But yeah, appreciate you guys. Y'all have anything else to say before we go?
Yeah.
I got some sponsors.
You're doing a wonderful thing here, man. You really are.
I appreciate that, Anthony, Amy. Appreciate that. I like hearing good feedback. I like hearing feedback. Like, if y'all have anything I can do differently, let me know. Hit me up. You already know. Dude, just reach out to me. You're already, like, in the circle anyway, because you know John. So I'm glad I brought you on. I'm glad he recommended y'all to come on. Like I told Jess yesterday, I'm glad she said yes, because she's my first, like, spider person I brought on. So, I love meeting new people. I love meeting you guys. I try to spread that positivity, that love. I'm gonna continue to do it. So that's why I'm here. That's what I feel like I'm here for. I think that's what my dad was trying to tell me before he passed away. So because my dad, like before he passed away, he was the one that kept the family close. And like my brothers, we all just went our separate ways after he passed. So it was hard to keep it together. And now I'm trying to throw ideas out there like, let's go to the movies or let's do this all together as a family. And they're like, yeah, we should, but it never happens, you know? And it says, all you ladies, please be checked by your doctor, Mintu. Oh, for the cancer. I'm sorry. I was thinking something else. I'm sorry. It sounds like a crush at the beginning of a love story. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, sorry, Stan. Sorry, Stan lost his wife to cancer, breast cancer as well. Sorry for your loss, brother. My condolences. Mike also lost his dad. What was it? He said, lost my dad in December to cancer, and my kid's mom at 4 years, at 28 to cancer. So, I mean, cancer just sucks. And he said she will forever be my warrior, Stan. So that's what I mean. Like, you never know what anybody's going through behind closed doors. So they snap at you, or I really, Mike. Oh my god, Mike, you're ruthless right now, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing? But yeah, so just
For it. Ain't holding nothing back.
not, man. He's ruthless right now. But he's funny. He's a cool dude. He's funny. He's sarcastic. I love sarcasm. And like I said, like I told her yesterday, if you run me the wrong way, I'm not gonna talk to you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll probably stay quiet. Like if you go back and watch some of my lives, I'm usually quiet, or I'll make a joke.
Mhm.
I'm always a message away if anyone literally ever needs to talk, and he's good about talking. If you're gonna like talk to him, message him. He's really good. He's awesome. And he also works with retics. Like I said, he works with Big Snake. So if you have any questions about retics as well, that guy has a lot of them. A lot. Yeah, he's about to open another, I think, facility. He has two. So, speaking of that, which I want to touch this on real quick. Since I'm in San Antonio, I was trying to do a facility of like a reptarian on top and a gym on the bottom. You know, so you go in to work out, and if you want to go upstairs to see the reptiles, that's more money, man. See that? Profit. No, I'm joking. But I was just like thinking like all of that would be included in the membership. It'd probably be like 100 and something, of course, a month. But you also get to take your kids in to see the reptiles. You know, I thought it'd just be really cool. He said he's Pipe Daddy. That's me. But I'm sorry I kept you guys too long. I just want to say you guys, I love you. Y'all have a good night. If y'all have anything else to say, we can get on out of here.
I'm good.
We're all good.
All right, guys. You good, John?
I'm good.
All right, y'all wait backstage, and I'll see y'all backstage. That everybody in here, lift each other up. Make sure you reach out to your loved ones, check on them, give them a call, make sure they're all right. Just tell them you love them. Be like, hey, I'm proud of you. I love you guys. You know, just say a nice message, because you never know how long you got left with them. So, on that note, love you guys. Have a great night. Talk to y'all later.
Later, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, wave, guys. Smile and wave.
Smile and wave. Smile and wave.